Aging as a man equals the best experience. Because you got to think about it, right? They say a man's not in his prime until he's 40. That's when he hits his maturity peak, right? But from 18 upwards, you're pretty much just on the up. Especially if you take care of yourself for the next 10 years, live a clean life, you know? Men age great, you know what I mean? It's not about beating down females, but females, unless they take care of themselves, which is very rare, they don't age very well, you know what I mean? It's only ones that take care of themselves truly that age better. But men, time works with us, not against us, you know? We're on the up always. If we was 99 years old and we took care of ourselves, we could still produce progeny, as in producing a child. It's not a problem getting older. It's only going to be a problem getting older if you're out of shape, you weigh too much, your organs are under pressure, your body's under pressure, your knees are under pressure because you got too much bodily fat, right? This is why you got to take care of your body from young. It's a skill that you got to develop to take care of yourself, to show discipline in your training, in your eating habits. No matter what goes on in life, you can't let that slip. Because if you let it slip, it's a thin line. Anything could happen. Someone could die around you that you love. Something could happen to you. You find traumatizing, stressful. And it's easy to give up on yourself. That's the easiest thing. To say, you know what? Bun this, man. You know what I mean? And just throw in the towel. Start neglecting yourself. You don't take care of yourself. You know what I mean? You don't want to step out into the world. And then you lose confidence in yourself, maybe. You always got to take care of yourself. Because as long as you're in shape, as long as you're fit, especially if you're aesthetically pleasing to the opposite sex, I'm not saying you got to get in shape for females. I'm just saying, if you took care of yourself and it was evident, it's obvious, no matter what happens in your life, you're going to understand that, listen, training is my relief from stress. It's my therapy. This is what I do to make myself feel better. This is what I do to make my life better. Nothing has done more for me than training. I've been training since I was 14 years old, right? And even if I didn't train for like a couple of weeks or something, my body bounces back incredibly quick. I've never been fat, overweight. I've always been slim and lean. You know, but if you don't train for a while, things happen in life, you know? It happens, man. Things happen. But my body's never exceeded a certain weight. I've spent my whole life training, man. And my body remembers that. So my body always maintains a certain size, certain weight. You're gonna age gracefully. And I mean that in the sense of, it's going to be a beautiful thing to watch yourself age if you're taking care of yourself. You know, don't destroy yourself. Don't self-destruct. Don't put on too much weight where it's easy to put it on and it's hard to get it off. Because even if you put on too much weight and you get to 200, 300 pounds, right? There's a lot of loose skin. You might burn the fat, but what happens to the excess skin, boys? Like, you've seen people that's gone through transformations in their body and they just lose skin, you know? It's not the prettiest sight, but things happen in life, man. Life was a traumatic experience in itself. It's stressful. Things are gonna happen. You gotta have a strong mind, you know? If you're from certain cities, man, you'll see people sitting down on benches, drinking alcohol, doing drugs, you know what I mean? Heroin needles in the blocks, cocaine, you know what I mean? People are doing things because they want to escape, man. Because they ain't got a routine of structure and discipline. Discipline sucks, but it's also the best thing for you. It's that thing in the morning when you want to chill in the bed for a little while longer, but your body just says, get out of bed, you gotta go training. We've got to do some boxing. We've got to do some skip rope, jump rope. You don't want to. You know, when you're dragging yourself to the gym, your feet feel heavy, your mind feels heavy, you want to turn around, go back in bed. But you push yourself forward, man. You're going to be proud of yourself. And these are the things that God's watching you. Life is never going to be easy as a man. There's always going to be adversity, something that pisses you off. So you got to appreciate it, you know? As far as this is going to get to your next level. If you continue to go through life and you want to be comfortable all the time, you're taking hot showers in the morning, not stepping out your comfort zone, you're going to be soft, physically and mentally and emotionally. You don't want that, because a soft man ain't going to survive in this world. It's too ruthless out there. You've got to have a hardness about you. It don't mean going on the street banging on your chest like King Kong. It just means like you don't let nothing faze you. No one can't really fuck with you like that and take you for a puss, you know? You gotta be a man of peace, but ready for war if someone brings war to you. If they wanna go to war, no problem. But you gotta be someone who knows how to fight, how to defend himself. Get a couple fighting styles under your belt, master those. Learn to drive. Maybe you like going to a shooting range, learn to shoot. But you absolutely must have an energy about you. People don't play with you. Doesn't matter how big you are, how big you ain't. There's an energy that is with you that people know not to play with. It's too much stress. Just leave him alone. You know, people are cowards, bullies, you know what I mean? Not people, I mean bullies are cowards. A bully always tries to find someone who is smaller than them in size or smaller than them in weight, as in physique. And they will try and pick on them. But if you want someone to leave you alone, all you gotta do is punch them in their mouth. You know what I mean? You might be scared to do that. This ain't me inciting no violence. This is just the reality of life as a man. There's always gonna be someone who wants to deal with you harshly. You gotta make them understand, listen, you either leave me alone or we're gonna get into it. And it could get ugly. It's better that than just letting your name go out there and let it be mush. Because your name is all you got out here. It's your credit card, right? And if your credit card don't work, your name don't work, you got no credit in the bank. You got to take care of yourself at all times. I was out today, right? I come across two people that I know. I don't know what it is about England, right? When I used to be in London, right, I used to see people, and the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, you know what I mean, they're saying, how you doing, you good? And then when you ask them how they are, they get into what's going on in their lives. It's stressful, someone's going through this pain, someone's going through that pain. And you're thinking to yourself, damn, bro. It's like everyone in this city is just so depressed and miserable, man. And you got to protect yourself. You got to be so selfish. You're like, you know what? I'm not getting emotionally attached to that. It's not my problem. I care about you, you know what I mean? But I'm not getting attached to that emotionally. Because I need my energy for me. Ain't no one going to be there to pick me up when I'm going through some shit. So why have I got to care about everyone else? You got to be selfish. How else are you going to survive otherwise? If you're always about everyone, you're always letting everyone around you and get into your head, you know what I mean, letting them in your energy field, you're going to be drained, man. And you ain't going to have energy to do what you got to do. And when you're drained and you're an emotional sponge for everyone, then you feel like you're stressed out. Now you want to smoke something, you want to drink something, snort something, take some pills. And then where does that lead you to? You got to guard your space, man. Your mind, your heart, your body is all you have. You got to protect it. Your energy is yours. It belongs to you. Don't let no one take that from you. Age well as a man. Train yourself, keep yourself in shape no matter what age you are. You shouldn't let your body get past at least 30% body fat. That's doing too much. You might be going through the most horrible time in life, but if you're fit and leaned up and you got a tight t-shirt on and your body's ripped up and you got muscles on your arms and your back is wide, you could be going through the most egregious part of your life, right? to the point where nothing's working, that you got no papers, you're homeless. But I'm telling you right now, if a female sees you and you're blenched up and you got a tight t-shirt, do you think they're gonna care if you're homeless or broke? Obviously, females love money. That's what everyone says, right? And it's true. You gotta have some money in life. But what I'm saying to you, a man that is in shape over a man that is out of shape and got millions, the man that's in shape is always gonna win. If you're in shape, you got holes in your socks. You got holes in your socks underneath, right? Socks are ripped up and your big toe's poking through the socks. And your big toe, the holes in your socks. If a man does that and he's out of shape, he's just bummy. He's just fat or whatever. But if you do that and a girl sees that, she's gonna laugh. You know what I mean? It's horrible when the fat guy's out of shape has it. He looks like he's poor. But on the guy that's in shape, hey, it's kind of cute. That's how girls are. Take care of yourself at all times, man. I'll be back with another one. Peace out, homies. Stay in shape, man.